Nikola Jokic was born on February 19, 1995 in Sombor, the northern part of Serbia. He grew up in a cramped two-bedroom apartment with his father, Branislav Jokic, his two elder brothers, Strahinja and Nemanja Jokic, and his grandmother. Growing up, he was more of an overweight, lonely kid with a very low interest in school. With his brothers leaving home to play basketball professionally overseas, he grew up as a rather lonely kid. He had a poor diet that made him overweight in high school. Joker said, "I was more taller than most of the guys and girls and fattest too. I loved some classes, math, history, that's pretty much it. I didn't love physical activities in high school. I couldn't do one push-up." Albeit, the Joker was not crazy in love with basketball. His brothers introduced him to the sport at an early age, and he's been in love ever since. His unselfishness and excellent read of the defense set his game apart. Jokic's high school gym teacher commented on this. Above all, he had a tendency to look for the decisive pass. He liked it more than scoring. Jokic played with the Vojvodina Srbigas youth team before he was signed by KK Megabasket when he was 17. Under his coach Dion, he developed his skill set and averaged over 10 points during the 2013-14 Serbian Super League. In 2014, he declared his eligibility for the 2014-15 NBA draft, and was selected 41st in the second round by the Denver Nuggets, with a Taco Bell commercial playing on the TV. He returned to Serbia and won the ABA League's Most Valuable Player award, averaging 15.4 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 3.5 assists over 24 games. During the 2014-15 Super League season, he averaged 18.4 points, 10.4 rebounds, and 2.7 assists as he left Megabasket to play for the Denver Nuggets in the NBA. The 6'11" center had a successful NBA rookie season, averaging 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists, which earned him NBA All-Rookie First-Team honors and the second runner-up on the poll for the 2016 NBA Rookie of the Year award. 6 seasons later, he's a household name in the NBA, averaging 19.7 points, 10.4 rebounds, and 6.2 assists in 527 career games. Now, let's take a deeper look into Nikola's family life. Jokic's father, Branislav, who was an agricultural engineer, always had a feisty disposition whenever he watched Jokic play. Nemanja once said, "Our dad's really passionate about watching the games. He screams and yells, nobody sits around him." The eldest brother, Strahinja, played European basketball professionally. The middle child, Nemanja, played Division I basketball in the NBA with the University of Detroit Mercy, but he didn't get drafted into the league. They were both born at least a decade before Nikola, which made them protect and toughen up the frail, young goofy kid in high school. They never stopped to make their voices known whenever anyone tried to face up against Nikola on the court. They're giant and scary to look at, the exact opposite of the carefree Joker. The Jokic brothers, Strahinja and Nemanja, are equally as passionate as their father, and have made news headlines in the NBA on multiple occasions. The most notable clash the Jokic brothers had was with the Morris brothers during the Nuggets and Heat matchup early into the 2021-2022 NBA season. It all started when the Joker shoved Markieff Morris from the back in retaliation to a hard foul made by Markieff on him in transition. This led to an on-court scuffle between the teams that earned Jimmy Butler, Markieff Morris fines, and Jokic a one-game suspension. Marcus, Markieff's brother, reignited the feud on Twitter as he tweeted, "Waited till bro turned his back. SMH. Noted." The Jokic brothers created a Twitter account responding to the bluff, saying, "Your brother made a dirty play first. If you want to make a step further, be sure we will be waiting for you. Jokic brothers." The Jokic brothers were not fazed by the Morris brothers and attended the next Miami Heat vs Denver Nuggets game held in the FTX Arena in Miami later in the season. Nothing happened during the game, as it was all bluffs from the Morris brothers. On a more personal level, Nikola Jokic was married to his beautiful high school sweetheart, Natalia Maciasek, in their hometown Sombor, Serbia on October 24, 2020. According to multiple reports, Jokic and Natalia started dating in 2013. Natalia was born in Sombor, Serbia, then moved to the United States, where she graduated with a degree in psychology from the Metropolitan State University of Denver in 2018. She works as a psychologist with a recluse social media presence. The couple had their first child, a daughter named Ognjana, in September of 2021. They were all spotted together in Sombor, Serbia when the Denver Nuggets team surprised him with the 2021-22 Most Valuable Player award. On holidays, Jokic is usually the life of the party. After signing his new $264 million 5-year Supermax deal with the Denver Nuggets in July of 2022, Nikola took the time to celebrate in grand fashion. He went on a vacation with his family in Bosnia and Herzegovina. He was caught on video shirtless having fun and recreating the kolo dance, a Serbian traditional collective dance performed by dancers interlinked from moving circles while holding hands. The contract extension makes him the highest paid player in the history of the NBA. Jokic is a true basketball professional. He's a point guard in a center's body. The 2018-19 NBA season was his breakout season as he earned his first All-Star appearance, averaging 20.1 points, 10.8 rebounds, and 7.3 assists through 80 appearances in the regular season. He also led the Denver Nuggets to their first playoff appearance since 2013. Through 14 games, he averaged 25.1 points, 13 rebounds, and 8.4 assists, and led the Denver Nuggets to the second round of the playoffs, where they were knocked out in Game 7 by the Portland Trail Blazers. During the 2019-20 NBA playoffs, he led the Denver Nuggets a step further in the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 2009. He averaged over 24 points, 9.8 rebounds, and 5.7 assists over 19 games as they lost to the eventual NBA champion Los Angeles Lakers in 5 games. In his 6th season in the NBA, the Joker led the Denver Nuggets to their 3rd consecutive playoff appearance, averaging 26.4 points, 10.9 rebounds, and a career-high 8.4 assists, featuring in all 72 regular season games. He was 12th in the NBA in points, 9th in rebounds, 6th in assists, and 2nd in triple-doubles with 16, while shooting 56.6% and 38.8% from the field in three-point range respectively. He also earned his 3rd consecutive All-Star appearance as well as his first All-Star game starting selection. These, amongst many other factors, won him the 2020-21 NBA Most Valuable Player award with 971 points on the voting polls, making him the first center to win the award since Shaquille O'Neal in 2000. He also became the lowest draft pick to win the NBA MVP award and the first Nugget to do so. The following season was more challenging, as he had to play without Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., who were out with long-term injuries. Jokic proved his leadership prowess, wielding the Nuggets to the 6th spot in the Western Conference to qualify for the NBA playoffs for the 4th consecutive season. He averaged career highs with over 27 points, 13.6 rebounds, and 1.5 steals, also adding 7.9 assists through 74 regular season games. This earned him his 4th All-Star appearance and 2nd All-Star starting selection. Unfortunately, the Denver Nuggets ended the postseason with a first-round early exit to the eventual NBA champion Golden State Warriors in 5. Jokic bowed out of that series after averaging 31 points, 13.2 rebounds, and 5.8 assists while shooting over 57% from the field. The year ended on a high, as he was voted the 2021-22 NBA Most Valuable Player award for the 2nd year in a row, making him the 13th player to earn MVPs in consecutive seasons. He ended the season as the first player in the history of the NBA with 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season. Jokic also doesn't joke with his post-game workout and diet. For someone that grew up overweight, he had to keep a well-disciplined diet to lose weight, which he still maintains now. How does Nikola Jokic make his millions? Jokic signed his first NBA contract in 2015, earning just over $4 million during his first 3 years with the Denver Nuggets. On July 9, 2018, he signed a 5-year, $148 million maximum contract extension with the Nuggets in his 3rd year in the NBA. He showed his worth as a franchise player and has been the piece the Denver Nuggets have built around ever since. Jokic earned an average of $30 million from 2018 to 2022, and was eligible for a Supermax contract extension in 2022. On July 1st, he signed a 5-year, $264 million Supermax contract extension with the Denver Nuggets, making it the richest deal in NBA history, surpassing Bradley Beal's $251 million deal. The new extension will skyrocket his earnings to about $52 million per season and can go as high as $61 million during the 2027-28 season. According to reports, he makes about $1 million annually from endorsement deals with notable companies like Western Union, Panini America, and a shoe deal with Nike. The 27-year-old is at the peak of his career and should get his signature shoe collection in no time. In general, the present net worth of the Serbian is about $30 million. which would rise in the coming years after his mega contract. What does the four-time NBA All-Star spend his millions on? Jokic has kept a humble lifestyle throughout his 7 years in the league, focusing more on his family. He owns a 3-bedroom condo that overlooks Coors Field and is located on a quiet side street in central Denver, where he lives with his wife and 2 elder brothers when they're in the United States. During the off-season, he spends most of his time back home in Serbia with his family and friends. The next challenge for the 2-time MVP will be to win a championship with the Denver Nuggets. How soon do you think that'll be? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to get updates whenever we upload new basketball content.